Hello and welcome, family, to another special message from the Ancient Ones. My name is Dr. Mumbi. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life in your own narrative. As I said before, family, your own narrative is what will take you from your Babylon imprisonment to your new earth reality. Because the imprisonment that we've been under has not been so much physical, it's been mental. It's like limitations were placed in your mind, seeded in your mind from a very young age. Even brainwashing in terms of what you should be, who you should be, what capabilities are open to you, and the entire Babylon matrix. You've been basically brainwashed in the Babylon matrix since birth, literally. Because that birth certificate also has its own vibrations that impact you. It's like you come in, given a birth certificate, and you're immediately enslaved to the system. Definitely you do your research on what exactly the birth certificate is. Maybe I'll do a separate show on that. My painting just fell over. It's always like with something significant when I'm saying something. But the Ancient Ones wanted us to be very, very cognizant and aware of our assignment. And the message today is know your core assignment. Because a lot of us now, we've elevated to new levels. We've elevated to new dimensions. There is so much work that needs to be done on Mama Earth. And we've also now elevated to a level where we may not be able to see them physically, but there's even more activity on this level there. Because we've hit a new vibration, there's more beings and from the angelic realms and other realms, from other, realities that are here in etheric form, which means like you can't see them. You may not be able to see them with your physical eye. You can see them with your first eye, but they're just looking for a human vessel to carry out their plans, to help them with their agenda, because everyone has an agenda, family. So you need to be sure that you know your agenda. And sometimes before your core assignment, you may be led to partner with others to work, to assist them on their assignment. Maybe these are even contracts you made before you incarnated here, where, it was like, we were prophets in a previous life together, so how about you come help me at this particular season and time to implement a new prophet's code, whatever. Or we come together in a certain season as high priestesses that knew each other in a previous dispensation to kind of elevate, or in a previous world to elevate each other and supercharge each other and help us a quantum leap. But sometimes, because we've been in isolation for so long, especially as chosen ones, reincarnated ones, ancestors, ancient ones, ones who are here on an assignment. It feels so good, family, when you connect with anyone on a higher consciousness. It feels really, really good. And sometimes that feeling can make you kind of, it may draw you away from your core assignment. Because now also you have so many capabilities at your disposal. And another thing I'm feeling, thanks for all the insight you guys gave me. A couple of episodes ago, I talked about my friend and how I had started to adopt her mannerisms. And you guys were like, she kind of gave her anointing to me or something, or gave me a double portion of her anointing. And that's what I feel like a lot of our passed on loved ones who didn't make it this far, especially the chosen ones who had certain assignments here, will be handing over both their gifts and their assignments to loved ones, to connected ones, to the ones they connected with, to the ones who may be part of their cosmic family that is still here. And so, you get double the blessing, double the assignment, double the work, But even as much as you're doing that, remember your core assignment, family, why you're really here. And don't get distracted or dissuaded from that. Because there are even people, there are even angelic beings who would love for you to assist in this level or that level. But remember your core assignment, family. And in fact, you should write down. A very, very valuable, exercise is to write down in your meditation, where you kind of sit in silence and you're communing with your, spiritual team, which is your guardian angels, your ancestors, your cosmic family, just, all the beings that are here to assist you. As you're kind of communing with them, it would be a great time to kind of ask them about what is your core assignment, and then write that down. What I did is I put like core assignment in the middle as the center of my sun, the center of my focus. And then there's other assignments that I may, go into, but I have my core assignment. And my core assignment is to do with my nation, family. But there are new nations that are going to be reborn. There are new nations that are going to be put in place. But that is my core assignment. And so I always have to remember that. And I mean, okay, maybe I'll share a bit of a personal story just for people to get it. Okay. So, we have this like soul sisterhood, let's say that. And we really feel like, so I met this soul sisterhood where I've moved to, and this community, and then I also met a different community of people, some of our brothers who had relocated here from Colorado, and I feel such a deep connection to both communities. Like we've known each other for a very, very long time, and there is an assignment we're supposed to do. And so, in our interactions, it was like, we should build this new nation. We should build this new, new community and stuff. That was what now the spiritual beings that come and commune with us were saying. But my spiritual team reminded me, okay, that's good enough. You can lend your energy to that, but remember your core assignment and why you're here. And nothing should take you away from your core assignment. That's why, family, it's so good to write it down and flesh it out. If you could even just get a little notebook for your core assignment so that you fully understand. Are you here to be a healer? Are you here to be a preacher? Are you here to be a baller? So that you can now facilitate that baller energy to others and have that so that with that prosperity, you can help build this new earth, with those extra finances. Are you here to be someone who is a brilliant intellectual, a brilliant thinker, and you're here to kind of shift the policies that our people use, the governmental structures, and bring in the new government for the new earth, although we won't be governing the mental like that. So how will that look, and how do we transition? There's people who have been given that assignment, where you see how the nation will be run. And you're given the grace then to create the bridge from how it's being run right now to where we would need to go. And maybe, the ancestors have worked with you in being exposed to so many different philosophies, ideas of how we used to run our nations before, how we used to deal with consensus, not democracy. It wasn't it wasn't majority wins. It was everyone agrees. So even minorities, considerations are taken into account to create a balanced movement forward so that no one is left behind, even emotionally or energetically. So we never had this system. And we kind of, all these pillars have to be broken, because remember, there are 7 main pillars that Babylon has created to run their matrix: government, economy, media, entertainment, education, social services like healthcare, police, everything, just the social order, and of course, religion. And so, our assignments are to bring down these pillars. So know the pillar that you're here to shatter and rebuild for our people. And make sure that you're never taken too far away from that. Because now you're awakened. You have so many giftings at your disposal, family. But this energy is very high level. And you also have to use it wisely so you don't burn out, so you don't get tired, etc., etc. Please watch my show on Study Yourself. Know your core assignment, family. and be flexible to work with others who are awakening. But always verify with your spiritual team whether or not that's something you should be putting your energy into. And now more than ever, please look at the show I did on, Friends for a Reason, a Season, and a Lifetime. Because I think now more than ever, we will have, as we're shifting into our new communities, there will be there'll be communities that we'll be part of for a season. There will be communities that we're part of for a reason, and this time maybe the reason isn't a one-time main reason. Maybe it's a evolving reason, but we're not supposed to be together like all the time. You know what I mean? And so we come together for that reason, and then we go back to our core works. And then there's those lifetime people who are just there to keep your vibration high. But remember now, family, you've graduated. You're a new level. You're like your creator self, and that makes you attractive to many, many spiritual beings as well as, your fellow humans, to help to achieve certain things, because your energy can accelerate so much now. So know your core assignment. Let that be your focus. And then you can even trade. I'll help you with your core assignment if you help me with my core assignment. And so on and so forth. Until next time. Tuko pamoja. Looking for a conscious community, or for people, who are on their awakening journey, on their transition to an off-grid living in your country, well, we have the solution, family. We're calling it Unity Communities. We get so many emails every week from people who ask if I know of people in their region or people in their city or people in their town who are on a similar kind of journey, who have broken away or are breaking away from the religious psychosis, and they're looking for just people who think the same way in their town, in their city. But more importantly, to give us a community where we feel understood, understood, overstood, where we can bond with people of like mind. And if you feel called to be part of this, definitely email me at drmumbi at drmumbishow.com. Please put your country in the subject line with Unity Communities. Get in touch with me, drmumbi at drmumbishow.com. Unity Communities.